Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. Purple and white, but you know what I mean. Double 11 senior year made history. Football, we took it to the playoffs. Collegeville, white and purple, yeah, we are the K-House. I said the K-House, the school of champions. We laugh a lot, we rap a lot. I'm asked to be an Indian again. I'm telling them that Collegeville is where it's at. So when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, Collegeville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a K-Hawk. I'm about to graduate. Yeah. You know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long, I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1, 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the cheapin' crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right. Now we're good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm in the back cause everybody rolling with me, K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Look, all the freshmen, all the boys.
High school, champions.
Yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good evening, everyone, and welcome to Belleville East High School. I am Todd Duke, and glad that you're with us here on a lovely Thursday evening on the Kahok Sports Network as we get you set for a little boys soccer action. Season winding down, 1 week left after tonight's game as Collegeville gets ready to take on Belleville East and the Lancers. And welcome into the pregame show brought to you tonight by Chiropractic Works in Collegeville, owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works at 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road in Collegeville. Give them a call at 618-343-3602 or online, chiropracticworkscollegeville.com. Kahawks come into this contest red hot. They are 14-2-2 on the year, 8-0 in Southwestern Conference action under their sixth-year head coach Rob Lugge, who comes into tonight's contest with a record of 99-33-5. That's right. If Collegeville wins here tonight, not only do they become Southwestern Conference champions, but Coach Rob Lugge will pick up win number 100 in his varsity coaching career. Belleville East, they are 11-3 on the year, 7-2 in conference play. They are coached by Ron English. He is in his third year and brings with him a record of 25-21-2. Collinsville has scored 49 goals this year, good for 2.7 per contest, while Belleville East has scored 29 goals this year, and that's good for 2.1 per contest. Collinsville has played 4 more games than Belleville East has. Goals against, Collinsville has allowed 18. That is about 1 goal per game. And Belleville East has allowed 12, and that's not a goal per game, 0.9 goals allowed per game by Belleville East. When we last covered the boys soccer team, we were celebrating a 2-1 home win over Edwardsville. Since then, the Kahawks went 5-1-1 as we get ready for game number 19 of the season with only 2 matches left in the regular season after tonight. Kahawks are coming off of a 4-0 shutout of Alton on senior night, Tuesday night at Kahawk Stadium. Second shutout of Alton this year. They beat Alton 2-0 at Alton back on the 13th of September. And with that win, Collinsville clinched at least a share of the Southwestern Conference Championship, but a win tonight over second-place Belleville East, and that will clinch it. All 4 goals against Alton, by the way, came in the second half. Junior Adam Reiniger had 2, his 18th and 19th. Junior Trey Peterson picked up his 9th, and senior Bryson Bodie picked up his 4th. Junior Nick Horace in goal again, 4 saves for his 5th solo shutout on the season. For Belleville East, after Collinsville handed the Lancers that first loss of the year following that 8-0 start by the Lancers, Belleville East has gone 3-2. They got back-to-back 1-0 shutouts of Alton and O'Fallon in the 2 matches that followed the Collinsville tilt before losing 2 straight to Altoff and Edwardsville, 3-2 to the Crusaders and 1-0 to the Tigers. Lancers snapped that brief 2-game skid with a 2-1 win at Belleville West, their crosstown rivals, on Tuesday night. Logan Downen in goal, just allowed 1 goal on 9 shots. Anton Mosley picked up his team-leading 10th goal of the year. Quinn Enriquez got number 6 with both of Belleville East goals coming in the first half. Had a chance just a little while ago to catch up with Collinsville head coach Rob Lugie. We talked about the playoffs. We talked about the current streak. We talked about a lot of stuff. We'll pass that conversation on to you next as the Chiropractic Works pregame show continues here on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Ortho Gold TRT tissue regeneration machine is revolutionary new technology. It's known as a shockwave machine. In the hospital setting, it's lithotripsy. The machine looks sort of like an ultrasound head, but it's much different technology. It drives sound waves into tissue at 3,500 miles an hour. It's a 3 to 5 minute non-invasive treatment. This is revolutionary technology. It's great for acute, which means, injured tissue, new injuries per se. Also chronic conditions. We have many people who have canceled knee replacements and shoulder replacements and treated lots of plantar fasciitis, foot, ankle problems. Overall, the OrthoGold TRT soft wave machine is revolutionary technology. We've been very excited to bring it to our practice, and we've already helped a tremendous amount of people with it, and we're looking forward to helping a lot more.
Mike's Automotive in Collinsville is a T3 certified tire dealer and so much more. Sure, Mike's Automotive has tires. They can also help with making sure your entire vehicle is road ready, from belts and hoses to preventative maintenance like oil changes and tire rotation. Plus a lot more than that. Mike's Automotive has 3 locations to choose from. Mike's Automotive in St. Louis and Millstadt, and Mike's Automotive in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call Mike's Automotive at 618-345-0611. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Got vinyl? Rich's Record Emporium in Uptown Collinsville can take care of all of your vinyl needs and more. You can peruse through thousands of records, from country to hard-to-find jazz, and classic rock is always in stock at Rich's Record Emporium. Used vinyl, new vinyl, and hard-to-find vinyl. Don't forget to check out the audio room at Rich's, where you can check out the latest in audio gear, from new top-of-the-line speakers to turntables and receivers, plus all of the accessories. Rich's has t-shirts, record cleaners, turntable needles, wall art, and so much more. If you can't find what you're looking for at Rich's, they will do their best to find it for you. Don't forget to mention seeing this ad on the Kahok Sports Network for a 10% discount at checkout. Rich's Record Emporium, 131 West Main Street in Collinsville, or call 618-795-1333 or online at richesrecordemporium.com.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Visit Brad Keene at his Collinsville office at 106 North Clinton or call 618-467-8420.
My name is Rayshawn Taylor, collegiate basketball player at SIUE. At the end of January, I had an ACL injury. I've been searching for ways to come back as best as I can after the construction. Dr. Chris introduced me to the Shockwave machine. I'm gonna be honest, at first I was kind of scared because I didn't want it to shock me and hurt me too bad. And I had heard something about it and I did my research on it, and it turns out it didn't actually hurt. It just was a good pain. It just finding where it hurts to promote the healing, and that's exactly what it did. I've actually had this surgery before. This time I feel like I'm back on my feet quicker, much faster. I'm much stronger than I was up to this point last time. And honestly, I feel like I could play right now. I'm excited to get back on the court. Thankful that Dr. Chris introduced me to this.
And we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. We are on the road all week. Second stop out of the three, Belleville East High School for some boys soccer. It's been a while since we've done some boys soccer, all the way back to the Edwardsville game. Collinsville has gone 5-1-1 since we did that game. Joining us now, Collinsville head coach Rob Lugge. Since that last time we saw you, the Edwardsville game, start off by telling us about the tournament that you took place in SLU.
It was fun. We got to play against some different teams, get a couple different looks. We didn't get the results that we were looking for, but it's a tournament. It's nice to win it, but it's also trying to kind of hone in on what we're looking for and just improve.
You play these St. Louis schools for a reason, because over there, man, they play some soccer.
They do, and it's a completely different style. It's a lot more physical than we're used to, so that was an adjustment. And then we play just top teams, so it's good to get different looks prior to the playoffs, because I feel like we're going to see a bunch of different teams and different styles moving forward.
All right, in those 7 games, your team has scored 22 goals, and that was by 10 different players. So important to spread out the scoring and kind of keep the defense honest so they don't hone in on one guy.
I didn't know that. That's great to know. Teams are going to start looking at, Adam and Trey Peterson. Trey's got a lot of goals now. So for other guys to start scoring, that would be huge for us. And coming from different, parts of the field, coming through the midfield, coming from the wings, it opens up the play. And, if teams do focus on those two, then it's just going to open up things for everybody. And that would be a great thing for us.
4 of those 5 games were wins for your guys, came via the shutout. So testament to your defense, and junior Nick Horace with 280 of those shutout minutes. Seems like he's kind of settling into his role.
He is. He's getting a little bit more comfortable. It's nice to see because he has limited experience just this year. So, moving forward, I hope that he can take what he's learned in these games and just continue to improve.
Robbie Freeman was also in on a little bit of the shutout victory over there. Tell me a little bit about his progression and getting him ready for probably next year's role.
Yeah, Robbie he's done a really good job when he stepped in. He's improved daily. He and Nick work really hard together. It's nice seeing those two complement each other, and during training they push each other and they try to get the best out of each other. And so when Robbie does have to step in, he's done well.
Team is going for its second straight outright Southwestern Conference championship. Talk about the importance of winning a championship in the conference.
I think winning games in our conference is very difficult, especially since we play home and away series. And winning the conference championship, I think it just sets the tone leading into playoffs. If we can have a good result tonight and play the way that we expect to play, that would be a good first step leading into the playoffs.
Speaking of the playoffs, brackets are out. You get the 1 seed, you get the winner of the Granite City Quincy match. You actually get Granite City at home the day before those two schools actually meet, so kind of a plus for you, I would think.
Yes, and we have a staff member that's going to go watch that game. So we're going to have a scouting report on whoever wins that game, and we're going to be prepared to face whoever we get.
Thoughts on the playoff bracket in general, not just your region, but the O'Fallon region as well?
It's going to be difficult on both sides. Good luck for everybody.
Yeah, I agree. You beat Belleville East at home in mid-September. Takeaways from that match that can help you in this match?
When we continue to tell the boys if they play simple and play fast, we are very, very dangerous. And whenever we get away from that, we tend to struggle. So if we can focus and do the little things correctly, I think we'll be good moving forward.
You said before we started this interview that you guys finally got a practice in after all these games. What did you focus on in practice?
Playing 1-2 touch, offensively moving the ball, and then just defensive shape. We continue to practice with our backs on the shape that we want and the movement. So, hopefully we can put that all into play again.
Here's something else you may not know. You get this victory tonight. It's number 100 for you as head coach.
I did not know that. Thanks for the more pressure. Thanks, Todd. Well, hey, that'd be a great one to have.
Thanks for the visit, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you.
As Rob Lugie, your Collinsville Kahok soccer head coach, we'll take a break here on the Chiropractic Works pregame show. When we come back, we'll set the starting 11 for both sides and more names and more numbers. All that and more coming up on the Kahok Sports Network.
My name is Rayshawn Taylor, collegiate basketball player at SIUE. At the end of January, I had an ACL injury. I've been searching for ways to come back as best as I can after the construction. Dr. Chris introduced me to the Shockwave machine. I'm gonna be honest, at first I was kind of scared because I didn't want it to shock me and hurt me too bad. And I had heard something about it and I did my research on it, and it turns out it didn't actually hurt. It just was a good pain. It just finding where it hurts to promote the healing, and that's exactly what it did. I've actually had this surgery before. This time I feel like I'm back on my feet quicker, much faster. I'm much stronger than I was up to this point last time. And honestly, I feel like I could play right now. I'm excited to get back on the court. Thankful that Dr. Chris introduced me to this.
Hello, everybody. This is Mike Ogle with Ogle Auctions, and we hope you are enjoying tonight's game. And go Kahawks! Hey, check us out. Every Sunday night, we have an online auction at www.ogleauctions.com. Everything from grandma's china to grandma's motorcycle helmet. It's all here at Ogle Auctions every Sunday night at 7 p.m. Check us out, and we will see you soon.
First National Bank of Waterloo, with over 100 years serving the Metro East. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo at their Maryville or Collinsville locations for all of your banking, mortgage, and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, call the Collinsville team at First National Bank of Waterloo at 618-345-1121. Or visit their Maryville or Collinsville locations or online at fnbwaterloo.bank. First National Bank of Waterloo, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884. Keep your ride shiny and clean with Extreme Details Vehicle Detailing in Collinsville. Owner Jay Merkel and his crew at Extreme Details believe in the value of community and in helping their community hold the value of their vehicles with a sharp-looking, clean ride that you and your community can be proud of. Extreme Details can handle any job, whether you drive a small car, an SUV, or even a bus or RV. No job is too big or too small at Extreme Details. Extreme Details offers scratch and oxidation removal, no matter what you drive. Cars, trucks, motorcycles, boats, and more. Plus, Extreme Details can handle fleet vehicles for you and your company. Call Jay and the gang at Extreme Details at 618-977-1224. Check for periodic specials on the Extreme Details Facebook page. Put the shine in your ride with Extreme Details, 618-977-1224. Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Collinsville Barbecue Supply is one-of-a-kind barbecue headquarters that focuses on everything barbecue and cooking, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, in-person class instruction, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts, including an in-house chef and pitmaster. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs and sauces that support our nation's first responder and military organizations that focus on providing aid to the fallen, suicide prevention, and PTSD awareness. Stop by and see the guys at Collinsville Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of the 4-time World Championship Patriot Sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at collinsvillebarbecue.com. Are you looking to update the appeal of your home's interior? Look no further than Hayden Interiors, LLC. Hayden Interiors, LLC is owned and operated by former Kahok graduate Nick Hayden. Hayden Interiors, LLC will help you get that new look that you want for your home. Flooring, baseboards, doorways, as well as interior renovations or interior additions, kitchen, living room, bedroom, hallways, basements, stairways. Let Hayden Interior LLC help you find the look that you want. Call Nick Hayden today at Hayden Interiors LLC, 618-772-6790 for your free estimate. Hayden Interiors LLC, on budget, on time, every time. That's Hayden Interiors LLC. Call Nick at 618-772-6790. Todd Duke here, proud member of the Collinsville Educational Assistants Association. Whether you call us teachers' aides, paraprofessionals, or educational assistants, it all comes down to one thing: taking care of students. More importantly, your student. Yes, we are there for the teachers, and we help them in any way possible. But our goals are in line with our teachers in that we want to see our students succeed at not only being a student, but well beyond that as we ready them for the world outside of the classroom. We are Union strong. We are Kahok strong. We strive to help students reach their potential. We are the Collinsville Educational Assistants Association. Go Kahawks! Herald Square and Cold Herald, two great additions to the Collinsville landscape. Next to the Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, Herald Square is the new outdoor multi-use event space in Collinsville. Concerts, fun and games, farmers markets, and so much more. Herald Square, a great space for Collinsville's future. And just off of the square's turf, Cold Herald, old-fashioned scooped ice cream, gelato, house-made recipes, and premium-sourced products. If you're over 21, ask about the good stuff at Cold Herald. Watch Collinsville grow. Herald Square and Cold Herald, only in Collinsville, Illinois. And once again, we welcome you back into the broadcast booth here at Belleville East High School. Collinsville getting ready to take on the Belleville East Lancers. Joining us now on the other microphone is Mr. Brett Borm. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great, Todd. How are you?
Doing fantastic, man. It's been 7 games since you and I got to hang out together.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. I can't believe it. And it was only probably 10 days ago, for all I know.
Yeah, it was pretty much like that. Thoughts on the coach's comments?
You know what? He talked about the St. Louis tournament. In my opinion or my estimation, I didn't feel like that was really Kahok soccer. You know, we went 1-1-1. Of course, Chaminade's always a powerhouse over in the St. Louis soccer community. You know, we were up in that match. You know, ended up going down in the second half. Got the tie in the second game against Melville, and then Parkway South. We just were not ourselves. We just did not look strong in that match at all. And then kind of carried over to the first half in Waterloo. Again, not really playing Kahok soccer. Then back at home the other night against Alton. Second half, we really looked like we were back to ourselves.
Yeah, all the goals in that game coming in the second half. All right, here are your starters for Belleville East. Logan Downen will be in goal, and in front of him you will find Luke Bowman, Wilmer Argueta, Quinn Enriquez, Will Keck, Caleb Reinhart, Mohamedou Ba, Anton Mosley, Tanner Stinnett, Nolan Sinchin, and Micah Allen for Collinsville. In goal once again will be Nick Horace, and in front of Nick you have Bryson Bodie, Braden Borm, Chris Munoz, Sam Garofalo, Jimmy Crowder, Landon Mahat, Justin Heyman, Adam Reiniger, Trey Peterson, and Dane Compton. We are underway. Collinsville in the white uniforms. A big hello at the other end down there to Chris Keller. He's operating the camera here for us tonight after operating the scoreboard for the freshman volleyball game at Collinsville High School, so he's been a busy guy. Here is Trey Peterson coming around on this left wing, and he ends up going off of Trey and out of bounds, so it'll be a goal kick restart here for Logan Downen. JV team won, by the way, 3-0. All 3 goals came in the second half. The JVers are now 11-3-1 on the season. Ty Starko got the scoring started, and then back-to-back goals by Mikey Suarez, and the final goal for Mikey Suarez was a penalty kick goal after he was tripped up in the 18-yard box. So that's a JV win, as their season only has 2 games left after tonight, and their season is finished.
It's a very respectable record.
Oh, yeah. That means we got some good stuff coming up for next year, too, right?
You would hope, right?
Yeah. There's a rolling ball that Downen takes care of. One of the rare games where I have to sit to broadcast a game because the windows here in the press box at Belleville East go up and down sliding instead of side to side. And when you open up one or the other one, you have both of the double panes right in your eyesight. So kind of a rarity to be sitting.
I kind of find it very comfortable.
It is very comfortable. Downen in goal this year, 820 minutes. He is 9-0, 4 shutouts along the way. He has only given up 6 goals. He has a goals against average of 0.59. That is spectacular. And his save percentage, 88 saves he's made on the year, and his save percentage is right at 94%. So lofty numbers there for Downen. Play takes place over on the far side toward midfield. Collinsville comes away with it. Ooh. And almost a nice thread-the-needle pass over there for Peterson from Jimmy Crowder, but it never did make it. And blocked out by the defense there. Nick Horace in goal for Collinsville, 1,252 minutes in goal this year, and Nick is 13-2-1 on the year. He has allowed 17 goals and a goals against average of 1.09. He's made 45 saves, and his save percentage is almost 20 points lower than Downen's at about 73%.
Nicky's definitely come around here in the last 5 or 6 games. Commanding that box, getting some balls up in the air, using those basketball hops that we've talked about earlier in the season. He's starting to come around. He's starting to get a feel for it.
Freshman and JV Lady Kahok volleyball teams both won, so that's nice to see against Granite City. Varsity won their first match 25-21, and the second match as well. Yeah, all right. Chris Keller's over here giving me some hand signals. So Collinsville, Lady Kahawks get a much-needed win, and their 4th one of the year. Second time they've beaten Granite City this year. Leading goal scorers here, Anton Mosley for Belleville East. He has scored 10. Quinn Enriquez not too far behind him with 6. Collinsville's leader, of course, is Adam Reiniger. He has 19 goals. That's 10 more than Trey Peterson in the number 2 spot with 9. And they've both been hot lately. I think both of them have scored 5.
Real hot.
I think both of them have scored 5 goals over the last 7 games. 22 goals scored by Collinsville in that stretch, scored by 10 different players. And Coach Lugie going for win number 100 here tonight. Here's a rolling ball, and Downen, he didn't know how to play that at first. He initially was going to catch it, but then at the last second he decided he needed to kick it. I think he was about ready to come out of the 18-yard box is why.
That's a tough ball.
It is.
For a goalie to face with a streaking Trey Peterson coming straight up your throat.
Yeah. Throw in coming up here for Belleville East, wearing all black here tonight.
I think that threw off Nicky Tony in goal because he's got to wear the penny.
Yeah. Here comes Reinhart for Belleville East all the way out to midfield. Collinsville trying to steal that ball back, but the Lancers stay with it. And now at the midfield Lancer logo here comes Bryson Bodie. Bodie coming back after missing a couple of games due to injury.
Yeah, he had a bum toe. I don't know if they thought it was broken at one point, but stayed off of it, got some treatment, and boy, he came back with a fury the other night against Alton.
Yeah, I think he was getting some treatment from Dr. McCluskey.
That's what I hear.
Yeah, I did too. Rumor has it. Over here, that is Justin Hammond. Hammond coming up the left side on that near sideline, trying to wrestle the ball away, but that was quite the wrestling match there between Hammond and Micah Allen for Belleville East, and they say it was off of Mahat, so another goal kick restart coming up here for Downen.
Speaking of the 10 goal scorers, there's two players that we need to get hot here to start supplementing the Reiniger-Peterson duo, Jimmy Crowder, Landon Mahat. If we can get a couple goals from them in the next few games, that would be amazing.
Off of a head and back toward the Belleville East offensive zone, but Borm is there. He uses his head to get it going back the other direction, and then it goes out of bounds right past Coach Rob Lugge. 99 wins. So he can doubly celebrate tonight. A win here tonight would give Coach his 100th win and give the team a Southwestern Conference championship for back-to-back seasons. They had a share of the conference championship 3 years ago, so this will be their second outright championship in a row if they can pull it off here tonight.
Fingers crossed between now and O'Fallon next week.
Yeah, I'm
got to get one.
Got the O'Fallon game on the schedule next week as well. Into the box it goes. Collinsville pops it straight up into the air, and there's the height that Nick Horace brings, and he was able to go up there and get that ball before the Belleville East forward could do any damage. It's a beautiful night for some soccer.
Boy, it sure is.
Beautiful night for just about anything, to tell you the truth. That's going to change, though. We're going to be in Mount Zion tomorrow to bring you football, and that one's going to be a little chilly. All the way over to the far sideline, goes out of bounds off of Peterson, so a throw-in coming up here for Belleville East. Mosley will throw it in, and off of a head, down the far sideline it goes. Collinsville comes away with it. Back over to Compton from Borm. Compton with his head up, looking for everybody to get to their places. Back over to Borm. Sends it up the sideline, and that one is a nice try on the feed there to Reiniger. There's a shot by Peterson, but it goes high. And Collinsville almost had something cooking there, boy. If that pass would have made it onto the foot of Reiniger, then you would have had something going on.
Absolutely, absolutely. You got a little bit of formation change here in the second half of the Alton game. Coach Lugge pushed Trey Peterson up top with Adam Reiniger versus Trey being out wide as a winger. It's almost like a 3-2-3-2 formation. Again, these coaches, man, they're toying with that formation all season long, just trying to figure out what works.
Down at midfield. Orange soccer ball here tonight.
Yeah, a little different.
Yeah.
Almost like the MISL days, St. Louis Steamers.
Yeah. Slobolinski.
Slobo Ilievsky.
Slobo. Collinsville trying to wrestle this ball away out of the Belleville East offensive zone, but here come the Lancers, and in front of the net, a shot and a misfire by the Lancers, and that one went well wide, but Lancers put on some pretty good pressure that go-around.
Great job by Bryson Bodie on his recovery there, just getting in the way of that shot by Anton Mosley.
Well, Mosley with the shot.
As you know, that's the player we have to mark all game long.
They said he was a defenseman. He doesn't play defense, does he?
Well, his freshman and sophomore year, I think he did. They moved him up to a forward position here this year.
Okay. I guess the roster still says D, so that's what they read off.
Yeah, he could play anywhere.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's a strong player.
Lancers with the ball once again as they continue to try to attack. Here is Stinnett. Stinnett gets the ball all the way over to the far side and up that far sideline, trying to chase it down. Collinsville will just send it out of bounds, and the Lancers will have a throw-in from there.
Getting back to that football game you were talking about, kudos to your sponsor, Old Herald, for what they're going to do, televise that game at Herald Square this weekend, right?
Yeah, it's going to be cool. 24-foot screen.
Yeah.
They're going to have some chili and some nachos and some nice warm stuff for you to drink, plus some probably nice cold stuff for you to drink as well.
For sure.
Yeah. That should be a lot of fun.
Yep.
If I wasn't doing the game, I'd be there. Here is Borm. He kicks it out of the way, and it goes into the Kahok bench once again. And again, it's going to be a throw in here for Belleville East, and Quinn Enriquez will throw it in right in front of the Kahok bench. Big throw in.
It's a big one.
Yeah, all the way onto the other side of the 18-yard box. Then a attempt at a crossing pass, but that one is
kept it in.
Nice job keeping it in, but then he kept that forward momentum going, and Collinsville, that allowed them to circle back around and get that ball, but it goes in out of bounds anyway off of Reiniger. And a throw-in coming up here from Micah Allen. Allen gets the ball down to Mosley. Mosley trying to shed Bodie, and a nice pass, shot, and that one's going to go just wide off of the foot of Tanner Stinnett after a great pass by Mosley to set that one up.
A little bit of a turnover there in the Collinsville defensive third. They came out, showed a lot of patience in the first 9 minutes of the match so far, but got a little sloppy there in that third.
Restart kick here coming up for the Kahawks. They'll send it out to midfield, or try to anyway, off of a head. Didn't make it that far. Here's Garofalo. Garofalo off of a body, and he still stays with it, so kudos to Garofalo, to Peterson, to Chrisman. Chrisman trying to keep that ball from going out of bounds, but he didn't. Right in front of the Lancers bench, it goes out. Lancers looking like they're all ready for Halloween, man. They got the black unis on and the
orange.
Black and the orange vests. I know at my house everybody's ready for Halloween. That's my girl's favorite holiday. It's not really a holiday,
It's
but
my son's as well.
yeah. They like to do the dress up. They like to decorate. And, of course, there's candy involved. That's my favorite part. Here is another steal by the Lancers. Collinsville playing a little sloppy at midfield and allowed the Lancers to take control of that ball, and trying to stop it from going out of bounds was Wilmer Argueta, but he couldn't. And it'll be another goal kick restart coming up here for Collinsville, which will be handled by Dane Compton.
With a couple of the subs that have come in, it looks like Jimmy Crowder and now Gavin Chrisman running up top, and Adam Reiniger and Trey Peterson are back in the midfield.
Compton sends it back out to midfield. Off of the head there of Ba. And down again. And the Lancers are enjoying a lot of offensive zone time here in this early part of the first half.
They're definitely getting a few opportunities here.
28 minutes to go here in this first half. Todd Duke, Brett Borm, Chris Kettler with you. Glad that you're with us here on a Thursday evening. As the fall season is winding down. The seedings came out today for girls volleyball. Collinsville got the 6th seed out of 7 teams. Granite City, the team they beat tonight, got the 8th seed. And no O'Fallon and Edwardsville got the top couple of seeds. Not a surprise there.
Right.
And I guess tomorrow will the schedule come out? Or Friday? Tomorrow? Tomorrow.
Friday, yeah.
Oh, tomorrow is Friday. Duh. Also, the Major League Baseball postseason gets underway tomorrow.
Should be fun.
Cardinals play at 1 o'clock, 1:07 first pitch against the Phillies. At midfield, Collinsville trying to get themselves a little bit of offensive zone time, and that they are. There is Bodie with a shot, and that one actually ended up going off of his foot the wrong way and goes all the way out of bounds.
I almost thought it was a deflection.
Me too. It had that weird.
Right.
It went the total opposite way that you figure Bodie was kicking it.
Correct. Yeah, I thought it was a deflection, but clearly we're not field level.
Yeah. Goal kick restart coming up here for Downen. He'll send it high into the sky and at midfield off of the head of Reiniger. Down for Chrisman. Chrisman will give way to Garofalo. Garofalo will pop one into the zone, but there was 3 defenders back there, plus Downen in goal, and not much of a chance going on there for Collinsville. Downen sends another high one.
Whew.
That is very high. That was about 100 yards in the air.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to take that one down off the head.
No. Down at midfield and up, and there is Hammond.
Ooh.
Turns around and almost had that one partially blocked. Collinsville intercepts, and Chrisman trying to get that ball away. He can't, even though Reiniger got a foot on it, but it just ended up belonging back to Belleville East. Here comes Collinsville. That was almost a nice no-look pass from Chrisman to Trey Peterson over there on that far sideline, but it never made it. Back to Compton on the defensive side of things. Compton moves it up into the middle, and a pass from Garofalo over to the far side for Borm, and then at midfield for Reiniger. Reiniger, he'll pop one down the line. Trying to track it down is Trey Peterson, but he's going to meet the defenseman there at the same time. That ball goes out of bounds, and they're going to say it was off of Trey. And a throw-in quickly over there and taken by Ba. And Ba has it volley around for a little bit, then it settles down. Here comes Granite City. They got numbers heading the other way, but a nice step-up job there by young Mr. Borm to stop that progression from going any farther because Lancers had numbers.
They did have numbers moving forward. He was fortunate to step in and win that one.
Sure was. Collinsville trying to pick up a little bit of an offensive push here themselves. Reiniger sends it all the way over here, trying to find the foot of Justin Hammond, but it was a little bit too far. And a throw-in coming up here for the Lancers. That is Sinchen. And knocked out of bounds again. So Sinchen will do it all over again. Or will he? No, he's going to give way. Going to give way here for Quinn Enriquez.
Does he have a long throw? I don't remember.
He's a pretty tall kid.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah. That one's heading right toward the goal. Headed right back to him, though, and a nice
get to the ball.
Collinsville header inside the box. That was
taken
off of
off
the shoulder.
head.
Yeah, I think so. Well, Bodie with a rare misplay. Now Reiniger gets the ball. And at midfield, he gets tripped up. No call on the play, and here come the Lancers once again. They'll send the ball up to Mosley. Mosley trying to find a place to shoot, can't do it. Bodies are in the way, gets away again, and he mishit that one, and that one just trickles to Horace, and Collinsville dodged a bullet there.
Anton Mosley at the top of the 6, man. That's dangerous territory for that young man.
Mm-hmm.
A rare misplay by Bodie in the midfield spot there with a giveaway.
Crowder couldn't get a hold of that one, and then off of the head of Mahat to the midfield logo. Ba sends it over to the far side, and back to the defense for Belleville East. That was almost a nice spin move, but I think he forgot to complete it.
He forgot the ball.
Yeah, that too. Damn. Yeah. There's another try by Micah Allen, and it'll go back deeper to the defense for Belleville East. At midfield, Crowder pokes it over for Peterson. Peterson comes up the right side, looking for some room, crosses it to Reiniger, but Reiniger couldn't settle it down for a shot. It went in between his legs, and Belleville East ends up coming away with it. Now the Lancers will try a push up to midfield. Here is Ba. He gets the ball up to Stinnett. Stinnett gets it up to Mosley. Mosley on the run, trying to get it past over onto the far side wing, and Borm steps in, and across the end line it goes, and we will have our first corner kick of this game.
Got brighter.
Yeah, I had to turn on the lights. I can't see.
Oh, okay.
Can't see my paper. My roster getting a little dark. Words were starting to blend together and blur. Here is Ba with the corner kick over on the far side.
Watch Mosley for the header.
Yeah, right into the front of the box and off of somebody's head, but it comes out the other side.
Anton Mosley is extremely dangerous with his head in the attacking box.
Another throw, and that was just like a corner kick. And boy, I tell you what, there's Crowder in the right spot at the right time, because if he wouldn't have been there, that would have snuck into that near side post, and that one goes off of the football upright. So Collinsville will get a goal kick restart here, and they probably need it. Need to collect themselves
They
a
do
bit.
need to collect themselves a little bit. They came in showing patience, moving the ball around in the first 5 minutes. I was a little pleased with that. It wasn't so, panicky as it has been last week. Need to get back to that.
21 and a half minutes to go here in this first half. No score as of yet between Collinsville and Belleville East. Kahawks get the ball down at midfield. Chrisman, he'll send it over here for Hammond. Back out for Bodie, and Bodie will send it back to Compton. Compton moves to the top of that logo circle, over to Borm. Borm moves it up the line to Peterson, and Peterson tries to find his way back toward midfield. No room to move there, so we'll send it back to the defense. And now back over here for Hammond. Hammond sends the ball up to Mahat. Back to Hammond it goes. And then Hammond almost had that ball stolen because Josh Yinger is not giving up on the play. Back over to Micah Allen. Allen pops it up. Bodie, he'll circle around and take care of that ball and send it over to Compton. We'll start all over again.
Belleville East is doing a great job. They're getting all their numbers behind the ball.
There's a ball that's going to get away, but it's going to roll to Downen before Collinsville could get there.
It's a solid 5 jerseys along that back line. Collinsville struggling to penetrate.
Yeah, I was noticing that myself. Stacking the deck, so to speak, on the defensive side. And now we're going to have a foul called against Belleville East. Collinsville will have a free kick, but it'll be from about 80 yards away. And it'll be Dane Compton who will take this kick. Halfway through the first half, no score between Collinsville and Belleville East. I'm Todd Duke, Brett Borm on the other microphone, Chris Kettler on the camera. Tomorrow, Chris Kettler will be on the microphone and Zach Roseman will be on the camera. Here's Borm. He'll send it back to Compton. Compton will tap it back over to where it came from. That was almost dangerous. Quinn Enriquez was coming right down.
Sure was.
Yeah. Up that far sideline, but that one's going to go out of bounds, and Belleville East will take over once again. Up the line it goes, and off of Ba. Well, the referee all the way at the other end is going to make the call and say it's going to be going the other way.
I'll take it.
Yeah. So a throw in coming at the end of the Kahok bench, and they'll just throw it down nice and easy to Compton. And Dane will move it on up over to Peterson in front of the opposing bench. Peterson to Reiniger. Reiniger tried to pass it right back to Trey as he was coming up that sideline, but that one got blocked out by a defenseman. And now Collinsville will take over, and speaking of defensemen, they'll just send it back to theirs. Here is Compton at midfield, right on top of the Lancers logo. He'll send it over this way for Hammond. Up the line it goes, and out of bounds it goes. A pass intended for Chris Munoz. So it'll be a throw in here for Micah Allen. And Allen finds the head of Landon Mahat. That ball is going to roll all the way over to the far side where it's, well, thank you very much. That ball was already heading out of bounds off of one of our guys, and then at the last moment it was touched up by one of the Belleville East players, and that's a throw in for the Kahawks as they make a substitution. As Jimmy Crowder checks back into the game. Throw in. Crowder trying to use his head and get it up there to Chrisman. Chrisman trying to use his body to block it out, but that one's going to go the other way. Throw in coming up here for Belleville East all the way over onto the far side corner. Right in front of the Lancers bench. Popped up. Collinsville trying to track it down. Ends up going over the head of Borm. He'll just pop it up and send it behind the Belleville bench.
That's about all he could do.
Yeah, pretty much. Somebody was asking me a little while ago if bicycle kicks are allowed in high school soccer. I didn't know the answer. Do you?
Yes,
Is
of
it?
course.
Okay. I was just wondering. Somebody said it might have been a safety issue or something like that. I'm not sure.
No, that's good.
I will defer to people who know more about the game of soccer than I do. Back to Allen it goes at midfield. Allen moves the ball up to Reinhardt. And then at midfield, it's taken by Crowder. Crowder accidentally finds Chrisman with the ball. And then it goes back to the Kahawk defense. And here is Borm. Borm almost got that ball taken off of his foot. Comes in and off of a body right to the sideline and stays in the favor of Belleville East. And here is a really brave play there by Justin Hammond. The better thing to do would probably be just to tick it back to Nick Horace.
Correct. Yeah, in that situation, probably. I know these coaches don't like us going backwards, going negative.
Oh, man, Bodie just got plowed into. And no call on the play, and there's a shot that goes well high and wide. Bodie appears okay, but he got ran over.
Yeah, Bodie takes a beating, just like Adam Reiniger does all year long. They're all banged up.
Soccer is one of those sports that will get you banged up quite a bit.
Yeah, it's tough on the body. I know there's a lot of people that like to make fun of the floppers and whatnot, but it is an extremely physically demanding sport. You hear that, Dr. Chris?
Yes. I would imagine so. A lot of running. Not a big fan of that.
There's a
nice ball. Here is Reiniger. Reiniger comes in at the top of the 18-yard box, uses his body to block out, takes a shot, and that one's just high and a little bit wide of this near side post. That was the best opportunity Collinsville has had in this contest, and Collinsville is going to get a corner kick out of that. Apparently it deflected off of someone up front.
Deflection, yeah. Reiniger was calling for the deflection, and apparently it was.
So Collinsville's first corner kick. And over here on this near side, it is on the way. It's going to go out the other side. Reiniger uses his head to pop it back toward the middle, and then Belleville East will head it out of there for a moment. Comes down. Bodie tried to send it back toward the goal, but he was blocked out. And stepping up there is Borm, and a whistle on the play. What did they call him for?
I don't know. I thought he stepped in and made a good play.
Yeah, I did too. At any rate, it's still going to be about 85 yards away, but a free kick nonetheless here for Belleville East.
It was Collinsville's best opportunity since the opening 5 minutes.
Yep. That one sent out into the midfield area. Comes down, near sideline. Collinsville moves it up. Here is Garofalo, and that's out of bounds.
You got it right.
Throw-in will belong to Collinsville.
East calling for the deflection, but I could tell it was clean.
Hammond tried to find Reiniger, but that one just missed him completely. Compton, well, trying to flick the ball over here to the sideline for Justin Hammond, but didn't go to the direction that he wanted it to.
Right now, technically, we got to clean some things up. Focus back on the fundamentals and the basics. Crisp, good, clean passes, first touch.
Collinsville has really done a better job cutting down on the Belleville East offensive zone time here lately, though. After the Lancers had a considerable amount of offensive zone time early in the game, they haven't had much recently. Here is Mahat, and he'll have the ball taken away from him by Stinnett. Mahat, though, gets it back. Crowder, he'll send it back over to Compton. Compton will pop it up past midfield and into the midfield logo zone, I guess you could say that was, that little yellow area out there. There's a roller, and Downen comes out and takes it right at the top edge of that 18-yard box off of a head. It'll go back. Compton will try to settle it down and take care of it. Over to Bodie. That was almost a misplay. Bodie gets tripped down from behind, and that's a call that's going to go against Belleville East, so Collinsville will have another free kick from 80 yards away.
It's probably a good thing that foul was called because we were looking
Yeah.
a little out of sorts there. Borm tried to go up on a header. It actually went backwards, which caused some trouble for the Kahawks.
Ball comes down, and it's popped up into the box by Mahat. Here's Crowder, and just before Crowder could take a shot, that ball bounced right to Downen. Back out to midfield. 12:20 left to play here in this first half. No score yet between Collinsville and Belleville East. Here's another opportunity for the Kahawks, and a little bit of a missed pass there by Mahat to Suarez, or excuse me, Munoz. So throw-in comes in, and back over to Bodie it goes. Bodie will send it back to the midfield logo to Compton. Here's Reiniger. He'll pop it over here to Munoz. Munoz coming in on the left wing, trying to get around. He does so, finds Garofalo. Garofalo trying to find someone to cross that pass to. Munoz takes a shot. That's blocked out, and that one's going to go out of bounds. Collinsville's going to have a throw-in over here on this near side.
Belleville East doing a tremendous job, dropping 8 players behind the ball. I mean, Collinsville just can't get a shot off.
There's a shot that might be dangerous off of the crossbar. Man, oh man, those little loft shots sometimes will fool you, and come down, and backing up the whole way was Downen, and it almost got over his head.
Yeah, that's a tough ball. He was up on the near post. Justin Hammonds hits a flighted ball. Back post, that's tough to get to as a goalkeeper. You got to have proper footwork, be quick on your feet.
There is Downen sending the ball out to midfield, far sideline. Popped up by Borm. Stayed in bounds on the first bounce, but the second bounce carries it out of bounds. Blues are playing tonight. I think they only have one more preseason game after this. And right now they are losing to the Columbus Blue Jackets 1-0.
I'm ready for some hockey. I know you're a big hockey guy, Todd.
I am. And, you know, normally the season's already started by now.
Right.
I was going through my Facebook memories a couple of days ago, and I was all like, season opener for the Blues. Let's go Blues. I'm like, what? We still have like a week left to go here in the preseason. I don't know why they're starting late this year, but whatever the case may be, they will have a game on Saturday at home against Chicago. And they moved that one to a afternoon start, so they didn't have the Cardinal playoff game and the Blues versus Blackhawks game going on at the same time.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I remember, doing or going to some Cardinal playoff games at the same time. There's Blues games going on, whether it's the beginning of the year, the end of the year. If they're at the same time, man, downtown is crazy.
It is. It's a mess. Traffic's a mess.
Yeah.
Throw in coming up here for Belleville East. They throw it in front of the box. It takes a couple of bounces, and Nick Horace comes out, gets a piece of it, but
trouble.
Oh boy, that was off the head. Nice
Trouble.
job there by Compton. And now the ball goes over the end line. It'll be a goal kick restart coming up here for Collinsville.
I'm not sure what they're calling. He's calling the goal kick. Okay.
Yeah. I didn't see it go off of anybody wearing the white, so that was a little bit dangerous. Nick Horace came out and dove to his left and got just enough of that ball to disrupt things, or else that could have been trouble.
For sure. For sure.
Compton will handle this goal kick restart.
See a bunch of Kahok crazies down here today, but I don't hear them. Maybe
Captain Crazy is down there too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the Kahok Crazies mascot. Everybody thinking it's the Collinsville Kahok mascot. No, it's not. It's the mascot for the Kahok Crazies.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Great idea.
I like it. It's purple and fluffy.
I want to meet them.
That's all. It's well,
What's the call?
I don't know.
You call a handball?
I don't think.
No, offsides.
I think it's a different person almost every time. I think they should do a masked mascot competition, and you have to try to guess who's wearing the mask that day.
Kind of like the Masked Singer.
Yeah. Coming up on 8 minutes to go here in this first half. Downen will send that ball all the way down into the offensive zone off of the chest of Mosley, and a whistle on the play.
We got offsides. I believe Anton Mosley probably started in an offside position, came back, receives that ball with his chest, resulting in the call.
So Collinsville will get another free kick here. This one, just about 100 yards away.
Just a bit outside.
Just a bit far. Here's Bodie. They'll send it back over here for Hammond. Hammond will send it over to Garofalo. Garofalo here on this sideline. He'll get the feed right back, going into the box, and boy, just at the last moment, that ball was taken off of his foot by Enriquez. And now Belleville trying to get it out of there. They do. Back out to midfield to Mosley, but Mosley's getting pressure from behind by Bodie, as well as Crowder. Bodie, he didn't give up, man. He's staying
Never
with
does.
whoever has the ball. I'm going towards him. And then Mahat gets it up, or Hammond gets it up to Reiniger. Reiniger over here on this near sideline with that fancy footwork. There he goes. And that one will be sent out of bounds, and then Reiniger will be taken down on the play as well by Mosley, and it'll be a throw-in here for Collinsville. And they'll throw it in and get it right back and come up into the box and trying to leave it for Garofalo, but that didn't work. And
we got an offside.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who it was. I mean, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just a wall back there right now. I mean, clearly the game plan for East is to drop as many players back. You'll see Anton Mosley at most hovering around this 40-yard line, and they're dropping everybody behind the ball.
They are. At midfield, picked up by the Lancers. They bring it up this near sideline, but that's going to go out of bounds despite the effort there by Josh Yinger. And a throw-in coming up here for Collinsville.
Collinsville's going to have to go into the second half trying to figure out how they can get more numbers forward to counteract this five-man wall back here right now.
Throw-in coming in from Justin Hammond. Stop the clock. What we stop the clock for? All right. 6 minutes to go here in this first half. No score. Kind of figured this would be a defensive battle here. Here comes Collinsville, and Munoz has that ball taken off of his foot. Nice play there by Luke Bauman. And then Collinsville tries to send it up the line, but Garofalo didn't get it straight enough.
Yeah, and Chris Munoz was stationary. I think Sam was wanting him to make that run. They weren't on the same page.
Throw in coming up here from Will Keck. Keck throws it all the way out to midfield off of the back of the head there of Hammond. Collinsville trying to track it down. They do so. Here is Mahat. Mahat will poke it. It'll go past the defenders, trying to track it down. Is Trey Peterson, and he almost got there.
He did. He almost got position on that left back for Belleville East.
Yeah, Micah Allen almost lost his footing there, and that almost allowed Trey Peterson to step in front of him. Almost worked. Here is Reiniger. He'll send it back over to Peterson, and then popped into the box and kicked right back out. Here is Crowder off of his head to Bodie. Bodie, he'll just send it back to the midfield logo for Compton. Compton over to Borm. Borm up the sideline now for Peterson. Peterson trying to dance his way around a couple of defenders, gets the ball up, trying to get it back as he comes into that left side of the box. That is off of a Belleville player, and Collinsville will have their second corner kick of the night.
Justin Hom and Jimmy Crowder sitting right out here in the middle of the 18. Well, now they're not, but.
Ball's popped up. Comes out the other side. That one's down, boy. Could have got that going in more of a southerly direction there. That would have been nice. That ball into the bench. Coach Ron English there. Another throw in for Collinsville. Finds Reiniger on that far sideline and kicked out of bounds again. Another throw in coming up here for the Kahawks. Down to Crowder, but he bounced off his chest and he couldn't control it after that. Belleville East comes away with the ball. And almost stolen there by Collinsville. Now it is. Here is Reiniger. Oh, boy.
I think he wanted to get that to his right foot for a shot.
Yeah, he was trying to get around Bauman, and at the last second, Bauman stuck out his foot, and that ball went a different direction.
Yeah, Trey was loaded.
Back out to midfield here for Hammond. Over here now for Garofalo. Garofalo coming up the sideline, being chased down by Mosley. Garofalo stays with it, but that ball had too much speed on it, and he couldn't catch up to it. 3 minutes, 15 seconds till we reach halftime. We'll have the Woods Basement Systems halftime show coming up for you. We'll try to track down some scores. No baseball tonight, so can't tell you about any of that. So we'll probably just try to find you some volleyball and some soccer scores from around the area. Off of the head of Mahat, and Mahat trying to get it back. He couldn't. And the Lancers will send the ball down into their offensive zone. Compton sends it right back, but missed pass there to Mahat. Now Bodie finds it. Bodie sends the ball up to Munoz. Munoz at midfield will send the ball back to the defense. Compton with his head up, looks around, sends it over to his defensive partner, Braden Borm. Borm, he'll send the ball downfield.
Got too much on these long balls. If he could pull it back 5 yards, give our runners a chance to run onto it.
Yeah, because that was not going to be offsides, that's for sure.
No.
It got past the defenders, but it had enough juice on it to roll all the way to down and in goal. Lancers at midfield trying to take over. Kind of a tale of two halves of this first half, man. You know, Belleville East spent a lot of time in their offensive zone in the first half, and Collinsville's returned the favor here in this second part of the first half. Off of the head of Crowder. Bounces all the way up to Reiniger. Reiniger pops it in for Munoz. Munoz shoots. Oh, and a save by Downen. Out to his right and just got a hand on it to keep that one from going in because it was targeted for the back of that net.
Boy, I was wondering if he was on sides. It looked to me like he might have been offside in an offside position coming back to the ball, but could be wrong.
85 seconds left here in this first half. A corner kick for Collinsville. That one had the right trajectory on it. Coming to that near side post. Now that ball is going to roll across the end line, and it's going to be a goal kick restart here for Belleville East.
It's Collinsville's best opportunity, or one of the best opportunities so far.
The opportunities are getting more plentiful as we go along here.
As it will probably throughout the match.
1 minute to go here in this first half. And Downen sends the ball out to midfield. Off of the head of Bodie and straight up into the air. Back to the defense off of the head of Borm. And Borm has to retreat quickly as that forward got past him, but nice job by Braden there to regroup.
Misplayed that head ball again. These head balls he's misjudging just a little bit.
Throw in coming up here for Belleville East over on the far side. Final 30 seconds here in this first half. And into the 18-yard box it goes, and Collinsville gets it right out. And a chance for the Kahawks to maybe get another offensive push here in the last 20 seconds. That's off of Reiniger, and there's no one else there wearing the purple and the white to help him out, though. Throw in coming in. Reiniger not wanting to waste any time. Down to 10 seconds left. He'll throw it up the line, trying to find Crowder. Crowder turns the corner, trying to center it. He does, and that one is out of bounds and across the end line, and that'll do it for the first half of play. That was a nice first half there, Mr. Borm. I'm telling you, there was a little bit of action on both sides. Collinsville turned it up there late.
For sure. It was about exactly what I expected. Belleville East is no slouch, man. They're playing great soccer. 2 or 3 losses? So
yeah,
they're competitive.
Yeah. All right, we'll try to find some scores for you as it is time for the halftime show, brought to you by Woods Basement Systems. All things basement-y. Woods Basement Systems been doing their thing since 1986. Give them a call at their Collinsville office at 618-708-4055. Halftime show comes your way next on the Kahok Sports Network. Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking. Conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage, for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA Storage team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Jason Regg, your Collinsville Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Jason Regg is a proud sponsor of your Collinsville Kahawks on the Kahok Sports Network. For all of your investment needs, see Jason Regg at his Edward Jones office at 1008 Vandalia Street in Collinsville, or call Jason at 618-344-0252, or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Calling all sports fans. Looking for a great place to watch the game with your crew? Look no further than the Lucky Fox Sports Bar in Caseyville. The Lucky Fox shows Collinsville Kahawk sports on the big screen, plus UFC fights, boxing, Cardinals and Blues, and all of the NFL games with the NFL ticket and enough TVs that you'll be sure to find the game you want. And the food? How about Taco Tuesdays, Wing Wednesdays, plus burgers, sandwiches, pizza, steak, and more, including great drink specials and the coldest brew in town. And don't forget to try your luck at the Lucky Fox Gaming Room. Dine in and catch a game, or order carry-out with the Lucky Fox. The Lucky Fox Sports Bar, 1101 Caseyville Road, right across the street from Kahawk Stadium. Open daily at 11 a.m. Check out the Lucky Fox Facebook page for daily specials. The Lucky Fox, 618-855-9500.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and they care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
like a huge weight lifted.
In Collinsville, call Scott Allen at 618-346-1500. Chapman Trucking, LLC. Chapman Trucking is a local Collinsville business owned and operated by 1994 Collinsville graduate Christy Chapman. With over 10 years of experience, Chapman Trucking, LLC can take care of all of the heavy lifting when it comes to hauling aggregate materials such as sand,
driveway rock, dirt, boulders, and more. That includes getting your heavy work equipment to your work site where it needs to be. Give Christy a call for a free estimate at Chapman Trucking LLC, 618-960-9346, or online at chapmantruckingllc.net.
Projects in and around your home can be daunting and overwhelming. Take the stress out of those projects and let AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions do all the heavy lifting. Former Kahok Adam Welly can help knock those projects off your list. From framing drywall, painting, and stair work inside to deck work, hardscapes, and concrete and retaining wall construction outside your home, including power washing and brush removal. Whatever the task, AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions can help. Call Adam Welly for a free estimate at AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions, 314-252-8010. That's 314-252-8010. Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside's all-star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Lakeside Roofing, celebrating 50 years of serving the metro area. Choose experience, choose Lakeside. Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahok fans, before, after, or even during Kahok games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahok games live as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahok fans' pub of choice. And we welcome you back into the Woods Basement System, a halftime show here on the Kahok Sports Network. 0-0 here between Belleville East and Collinsville in the world of boys soccer. And the Blues are losing right now 2-0 in the first period of their exhibition match with the Columbus Blue Jackets. And in the world of boys soccer, Edwardsville right now tied with Belleville West 1-1. O'Fallon over Alton 2-0. Muscuda 0-0 with Highland. That is going into overtime. And Waterloo and Triad involved in a tight one as well, with Waterloo out front by a score of 2-1. And your Collinsville Lady Chaos victorious in the world of volleyball tonight at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. All levels won in 2 straight sets. Freshman, JV, and varsity. So congratulations to the Lady Kahok volleyball program. That's going to do it for the halftime show. We're just a couple minutes away from the start of the second half, and we'll bring that to you next on the Kahok Sports Network. The people of Illinois welcome you. The folks in Collinsville, Illinois, well, they want you to stick around for a while and enjoy the sights, the fun, the food, and, of course, the Collinsville Kahawks. The city of Collinsville is a proud supporter of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District. So welcome to Collinsville. Come on over, catch a Kahawks game, or enjoy some of the new places to eat, shop, and have fun. There's plenty to do for the young and the young at heart. Enjoy Christmas at the Collins House during the holidays, tunes at Bloom in the warm summer months, and more. There's plenty to do in Collinsville, so come on over for a bit. The folks in Collinsville would love to see you. For more information, go to www.collinsville.org. Looking to buy a new home or sell your current home? Trust the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now, and you can trust the years of experience the Blaylock Group brings to the table. The Blaylock Group can help you find your dream home, or they can help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty, 618-780-4622. That's 618-780-4622. The Blaylock Group of eXp Realty. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Lottie's Cafe offers food, cocktails, and gaming in a great atmosphere highlighted by fast and friendly service. Lottie's Cafe also offers a unique menu that features soups and salads, sandwiches and paninis, pizza and flatbreads, appetizers and desserts, as well as breakfast. That's right, we said breakfast. Unique breakfast items such as a breakfast stromboli, a breakfast BLT, and breakfast burritos. Lottie's also offers creative cocktails, a wine bar, the coldest beer around, and a video gaming area for those 21 and older. And don't forget the Lottie's Cafe gift certificates. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Check them out online at lottiescafe.com, on Facebook, or in person in the Strip next to the Walmart Neighborhood Market. Or call Lottie's Cafe at 618-223-8256. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. And we welcome you back to Belleville East High School. Todd Duke, Brett Borm, Chris Kettler along with you. We are just underway here in this second half. No score between Collinsville and Belleville East as we switch into the field. So Nick Horace now occupying the goal to your left. Downen to your right. Collinsville trying to send it to the right. Here is Trey Peterson off of a shin, and it ends up going out of bounds. What do you think of that playoff bracket, man? That's some tough stuff there.
Sure is. You know, I was hoping to avoid the bracket with Edwardsville.
Yeah.
Fortunately, we weren't able to do that. Edwardsville's always going to be scary in the postseason, and, you know, hopefully somebody can knock them off before they get to us.
Yeah, most logic thinking is Collinsville versus Edwardsville in the regional championship game at Collinsville, and then this team, Belleville East, taking on probably O'Fallon at the O'Fallon Regional.
It's pretty fair assessment.
I think so. But, you know, upsets happen every once in a while, so it's not written in stone, that's for sure. That's why they play the games, Todd. Popped up right in front of the box, and Collinsville settling down. Yeah, I was going to say shoot it too. I heard somebody yell shoot it. Like you're at a Blues game. Hey, man, some guy in the stands yelled at his TV and said shoot it. Maybe you should shoot it. A little log jam there at the midfield area. Now Lancers come up with it. And sending it up to midfield is Enriquez to Argueta. That ball gets away, and Hammond sends it over to the sideline. Trying to spring Reiniger, but Reiniger had that ball taken right off of his foot. Over on the far sideline, that ball miraculously staying in bounds that whole time until just now.
So at halftime, I found out it looked like Anton Mosley was the reason that clock was stopped late in that half, and he is not returned to the match. I think he went out with some sort of a hamstring or quad injury.
Oh.
So as you see, Belleville East is still packing that box, packing that final third, and I'm guessing they're going to try and just hang on.
Yeah. Well, I wish the best for him, because I know they're going to need him down the stretch, and especially once those playoffs get underway.
For sure.
So if he's got some kind of a problem with a hammy or a groin or something like that, then they need to rest him.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Collinsville comes out in the second half, as I talked about at the end. Collinsville needs to figure out how to get numbers forward. They've pushed Sam Garofalo up into this mix instead of playing the 3-2, playing the 3-1 with Bodie being the lone defensive mid. Trying to get numbers forward.
There is a free kick for Collinsville. It's going to come from about 40 yards away, all the way over at the far sideline. It's popped up into the middle of the box, and Belleville Lancers get the head on it and get it out of there for a moment, but Collinsville stays with it. Oh, boy. I thought Garofalo was going to swing that left foot around and take a shot. Here's another chance for Bodie. Bodie gets it to Garofalo. Garofalo is going to cross it, but it's going to go off of a body, and Collinsville will get another corner kick.
It was a great sequence there. Sam Garofalo almost loaded up for the shot, pulls it back, drops it to Bryson Bodie.
There's a corner kick pass, I guess, if you can call it that, and in front of the box. That one's just going to roll right past Bodie as he started heading the other way. Now Garofalo comes up with it, and he tries to thread the needle over on the side. Here comes a shot and a goal! Collinsville takes the lead. Adam Reiniger picks up goal number 20 on the year, and Collinsville goes up 1-0.
That play actually starts, and not going to toot a horn, but it starts with Braden Bourne back here on this right side. He's able to keep that ball in the offensive zone. Belleville East was trying to make a clear. He closes the space. He's able to cross the ball across the field and find Reiniger for the goal.
So Bourne on the assist, and Reiniger picks up his team-leading 20th of the year, and Collinsville is up 1-0. Much needed goal there, sir.
Much needed goal. Collinsville seems to play much better when they have the lead versus when they're still even, you know?
Yeah.
Take some of the pressure off. They can relax a little bit.
And the first 4 minutes of the second half was nothing but Collinsville offensive zone time, too. There is Crowder. Crowder will send one back into that offensive zone. And Peterson,
that.
what a nice job
Look
there.
at that.
He's going to come up the line. He tries to keep it in bounds, and they're going to say he was out.
I think the ball.
I don't know.
Was the ball in and he out? If that's the case, I think.
Well, I would think that would be allowed.
Yeah. It was really tough to tell from up here.
He didn't touch it out of bounds. I think it might have been out while it was in midair. Not sure. Kind of a tough angle for us to make that call.
Sure. I'll defer to the professional this time.
Yeah. 35.5 minutes to go here in the second half. Collinsville out front 1-0, trying to clinch a Southwestern Conference victory championship.
No,
and I don't know what happened there, but that was just
I'll tell you exactly what happened.
Confusion going on.
Ba was left wide open at about the 20, 15-yard mark on that throw-in. Nobody picked him up. Well,
almost cost the K-Hawks. There was Argueta was trying to get in there and take that ball off, and Collinsville was very fortunate there. They didn't give up the tying goal.
Right. They just need to calm down.
Yeah. They have the lead. Play like you have the lead.
Exactly, Todd. See, you're getting this soccer stuff.
I know, man. Yeah, I think after about 11 years of doing it, I can pick up a little bit here and there. That ball across the end line, and a goal kick restart coming up here for Collinsville, taken by Compton. Has this been going on all year where Compton's doing the goal kick starts?
No,
I thought Horace was.
He was.
And what?
I have no idea what is being yelled there. But anyway, no. To answer your question, Todd, that started in the last probably 3 or 4 games.
I wonder why. Trying to save the legs of Horace or
something?
No,
I'm just wondering if Nicky's got the leg strength to drive it.
Yeah. .34 minutes to go. 6 minutes expired here in the second half. Goal by Adam Reiniger has given Collinsville a 1-0 lead. K-Hawks now trying to add on to that. Here they are at midfield. They'll send the ball up past the defense over on the far side, and Crowder trying to get there, and he couldn't. Way out of goal was Downing on that one. If that ball was just a little bit slower, Crowder would have got it up there.
Or if Jimmy just had a little bit more giddy up. It's a tough ball. Good.
Off of the head of Borm and down and back out to the midfield logo it is. Here is Garofalo. He lost the ball. Comes over here to this side and back to the defense it goes. And Compton with his head up all the way as Ba was running in. And then Borm will send it up to Bodie. And then Bodie almost falls down.
Look at this kid.
I know, man.
Look at this kid, man.
Almost falls down, stays with it, almost crawled to the ball.
That's a trip.
And that's a trip, knocked down, and that one's against Nolan Senchen, and Collinsville will have a free kick from midfield. They'll take it quickly, send it up to Peterson. And that ball leave his foot a little bit harder than he wanted it to, and then a ball out of bounds. And it'll be a throw in here for the Lancers. And Mr. Will Keck will take this kick. Or this throw in, excuse me. Saw that the former Cardinals manager, Mike Matheny, was fired yesterday by the Royals.
Oh, really?
Yeah. 3 years with the Royals, and they were expecting bigger and better things after winning 78 games last year, and they won 60-something this year. So they're heading in the wrong direction. They decided to make a change, and they made a change from the top on down. GM,
everybody,
manager, pitching coach, all of them.
Cleaned house.
Yeah.
Did he have Lilliquist, or who did he have?
He had Eldred. Cal Eldred.
Cal Eldred.
Yeah.
Got it. Couldn't remember if Lilliquist went with him over there or what.
There's a ball that's going to go nowhere.
Now's the time to slow things down. No reason to rush. I know Coach Luggie likes that high-pace offense, move quick, move fast, but now you got a lead, man. Let's just keep our composure.
Brought Chrisman back into the game, so he'll take care of the throw-in. And a nice deep throw-in there by Chrisman. Belleville, though, they handle it. Lancers take care of it. They'll send it back to their defense. And then they'll just send it back to Downen, and he'll send it back out to midfield. Borm, he'll track it down here right below our location and send it out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in coming up here for the Lancers as we approach 31 minutes left to play here in the second half. 1-0 in favor of Collinsville. No scoring in the first half. 3.5 minutes into the second half, though. Collinsville hits pay dirt. Borm with the assist, and Reiniger with the goal. And I believe that would be the first point of the year for Mr. Borm.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
No, I know that.
So he's on the score sheet. Next time I print one of those out, his name will be on it. Here is Peterson. Comes up the sideline. Chrisman, whoa. Boy, I tell you what, that would have been a beautiful pass if that would have worked.
Yep. Nice give and go. Just a little much on that go.
A little bit more give than go?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's the throw in, and off of the head of Crowder. Back out to midfield we go. Borm uses his head, and Bodie settles it down with his chest. Gets it up to Mahat. Mahat sends it up, and that's going to be offside.
Yeah.
Yep, that's offside.
Sammy G getting a little anxious there on the run.
That was a good plan of execution, but just a couple of steps past the defense there was Garofalo. Keck will send us back to action at midfield. Comes out to the sideline, and Borm will move it over to Bodie, to Peterson. Peterson with his little fancy footwork. He'll send it up to Chrisman. And Chrisman, looking, trying to find Garofalo. Didn't get enough juice on that ball. That one didn't have enough go.
I think he was looking for Mahat, actually, coming up underneath.
There is Chrisman, and he's going to get one past Garofalo. Garofalo is going to come over here on this right wing. He'll look for things. He'll make a nice move, and he left himself a little bit too much room on that ball. Peterson he took a shot. That was blocked out by the defenseman, and he's hurt. Defenseman is laying in the box there. He is hurt, but they're going to let play go on as it comes down the other end of the field, and now we will have a whistle, and we'll see.
What happened?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think the ball might have went off his face.
Okay. I didn't see it. I know Trey Peterson drilled one, but I could not tell exactly what it landed on.
Well, stop the clock here for a little bit for a injury timeout, so we will step aside as well as they tend to the young man here in the zone to our right, and we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville produces their own spirits and beer on site right at the restaurant. Pair that with some of the most unique menu items around the entire metro area, and you can see why they are such a hit. They can handle you and your family, or they can handle you and your group. Throw in the occasional live entertainment, and you can see why Old Herald Brewery and Distillery is a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville, 618-855-8027, or online at oldheraldbrewing.com. Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp, CHS class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS class of 99, want to wish all of our Kahawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a Kahawk, always a Kahawk. Hashtag Kahawk Family. Back here at Belleville East, Luke Bauman was the injured Lancer. He ends up walking off the field under his own power, so that's nice to see. I think he just took a ball off the face. That's my thought, though. I know it hit something. Somebody hit something hard.
It's your professional assessment.
Yeah, it is. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 defenders back for Belleville East. They send it up. And it's going to be a throw-in coming up here for the Lancers. And they throw it up that right side. It's going to roll all the way out of bounds.
Show the call. There
Yeah,
you go.
Okay, thank you. I'm waiting for the flag man to do his thing over there.
Yeah, me too.
You know, it's not like he has to land a plane. All you got to do is point. So a goal kick restart coming up here for Collinsville, handled by Mr. Dane Compton once again. Compton ready to go. Sends the ball out to midfield. Off of the head of Ba, and down it goes, and right back to Compton. Compton will send it over here to Borm, and Borm sends it up the line, and that'll get past all the defenders, and they'll send it all the way back to Downen, and Downen will just send it back out to midfield on one kick. Here is Peterson. Peterson sends it over to Bodie. Bodie circles and sends it over to the far side. And back we go to the defense. Compton with it. Back over this way for Borm. 27 minutes, 35 seconds left to go here in half number 2. Collinsville leads 1-0. And I would love to see another goal just to let everybody breathe a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Compton sends it deep. Off of a head and trying to find Reiniger. Reiniger settles it down as it rolls down the front of his body. He'll send it over to the defense, or the midfielders, excuse me. Now back to the defense. And if you let Collinsville play a game of keep away, they'll do it all night.
All night long. Yep, I was going to say, this is playing right into our strength.
Here's Crowder. Sends it over to Borm.
Now go.
They'll play catch for a minute. And then he'll pop one over
great
for
ball.
Reiniger. And Reiniger was trying to use the head to send it to Chrisman in the front of the box, but it hit off of the shoulder of the defender. Now here is Munoz. Munoz with a shot. That's blocked off of the backside of Micah Allen. And then a tussle for the ball over on the far side. One body goes flying down, and
that's Reiniger.
And
Is it?
Reiniger.
No.
No, is it? I think it might be.
Oh, shoot.
And
Who
he
is that?
Gets up limping a little bit. That is Reiniger. So Reiniger is a little banged up on that play. He'll have a seat on the track over on the far side, and he'll probably have to come out of the game.
I think. Did you see anybody check in?
Nope, not yet. I think that Coach Lugie's telling somebody to get up now.
I count 10, plus the goalie, right?
Yeah, they
4, 5,
they
6,
already bring
7,
somebody in?
8, 9. It must have. Maybe Munoz came back in.
Well, that was quick. Reiniger is still laying down on the track over there.
It's not a good sign, Todd.
No, it's not. Amanda Bauer makes her way over there to check on him. Along with the trainer for Belleville East, we are back to action. Here is a shot, and that one's off of the hands of Downen and out the near side. Collinsville is going to have a corner kick.
Great strike by Sam Garofalo. That ball was beelined for the back of the net.
Corner kick number 4 coming up here for Collinsville. Well, he trying to direct traffic out there.
Adam has not moved over there.
And he'll send it out front to Bodie, and Bodie couldn't settle the ball down for a shot, but there's a pop shot that's going to be a field goal. 3 points for the good guys.
Okay, he's walking, but
gingerly.
I would bet he's done for the day. That looks ankle to me.
Yeah, he's looking like that left leg is the one that he's having the problems with. But at least he's up walking, so that's a good sign.
That's Hamann. That's not Reiniger. I'm
can't
sorry.
tell you, the numbers are so far away.
Yeah.
I can't see him from over here.
That's Hamann.
Okay.
That's why Garofalo was dropped to that left back.
Okay. You know, 4 and 5 look pretty similar from this distance.
Right.
Here is Reiniger. And he gets taken down. Whistle on the play. Collinsville will get a free kick from midfield. We are down to 24 minutes and 20 seconds. How did they miss all that? I got to add some seconds back on here. There we go. 24 minutes and 10 seconds. Oh, there was Trey Peterson getting shoved from behind. No call there, and now we're going to get a late whistle.
That was late.
Very late. Nice place for a free kick.
Perfect.
About 25, 24 yards out.
Watch for the quick start, but I think East is onto it.
Well, the referee's going to not let him get the quick start. They're going to let him set up the wall.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind a little flick pass over here to Bodie. He's all alone. And then let him shoot him. Now Keck's going to come out and take care of him. It's like a linebacker coming up to take care of that extra wide receiver. Mahat, Munoz out there. Which one's going to take it? It'll be Munoz, and he'll send it too high. He sends it too high.
Got to get over the top of it, Chris. That's all right. He's successful more often than not. I can't dog him too much.
It's not allowed anyway. Downing sends it back out to midfield. Excuse me. That's using your head. All the way back to Garofalo it goes, and then back to Compton. Up to midfield, Chrisman. He'll stop it, and he'll send it over to Mahat. Mahat sends it up for Reiniger. Reiniger coming in on the left side. Looks, shoots, and right to Downing. That was a good shot.
It was a good shot. About what? 20 yards out?
Yeah. Right on the money. Out to midfield it goes again, and tracking it down is Enriquez, and it'll go all the way back to the Collinsville defense once again. Compton sends it on over to the far side, and back out to the middle for Bodie, and Bodie will send it back to Compton. Over to Borm. Man, just hit that one.
Shank. Oh.
Shank. Looks like one of my golf shots.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what he was looking at. I can dog him.
Keck, yeah, you can. Keck will throw the ball in the alley. That's allowed.
Okay.
Keck throws the ball in, and it comes down. Collinsville, Munoz will try to send it out over here to Reiniger, but he let him just a little bit too much on that pass. So Keck with another throw in.
That's a good throw.
Yeah, it is. All the way over. Ba, he'll pop one right into the front of the box, and tell you what, I think Collinsville and Nick Horace just got lucky there because that guy, Nolan Senjin, if he would have hit it right, it would have went in, but he mishit it.
They're pressuring now, too,
Yeah,
as you can tell.
Here is Borm. He'll send it over to the other side of the field, off of the chest of Peterson. Peterson comes from that sideline back out into the middle of the field, and then the Lancers will send it back into their offensive zone, off of the head of Compton, back out to midfield. Senjin uses his head again, gets the ball over to Ba. Ba sends it over here to the sideline, but Reiniger is there to try to disrupt things. He does for a moment, but the Lancers find the ball and make forward progress, and right in the front of the box, and the Lancers still with it.
We're missing marks. We're missing marks right now.
There's a high pop fly that's going to be caught by Horace. Nicely done there by Nicky Tony. Almost halfway through this second half. It can't end fast enough, can it? When you're up by 1-0 in one of these tight Southwestern Conference matches, man, it seems like that clock moves slower.
Slower and slower.
Lancers trying to make some noise here. And all the way up the far sideline for Compton. And Compton trying to fend off, and he does a nice job.
That's one of that kid's greatest strengths, you know. He can shield and defend. He's strong.
And he's got a strong leg, too. He'll kick it out, but not a typical kick out on the goal kick restart. He'll give it up for Peterson. Peterson and Reiniger switch spots. Peterson was
they've been flip-flopping, yep.
Yeah.
Oh, Adam, touch. First touch, Adam.
Yeah. Just missed it a little bit. Touched it just enough. And another Will Keck throw in coming up here.
Okay, now it looks like Trey Peterson has dropped to that left back spot.
Yeah, he's playing more of a...
and Sam Garofalo has moved up.
Yeah, more of a defensive role for Peterson.
Sure looks that way.
Here is Chrisman. Chrisman with a nice pass, but
the play would have been too
Garofalo. Yeah, Garofalo couldn't get there, couldn't get around his guy in time to get that ball.
Gavin was already looking left when he received. He did not see Chris Munoz all alone out here to the right.
So Chrisman will throw it in from the far side.
Let's get ahead on this. Somebody.
Oh, that's a
That's
low
a
throw.
line drive.
Yeah, that's a low throw. And
it's not like him.
I think he lost the grip on that one is what my thought is.
That's possible.
Yeah. 18 and a half minutes to go here in half number 2. 1-0 in favor of Collinsville on the 20th goal of the year by Adam Reiniger. First assist on the year by Braden Bourne. Downen sends it back to midfield. Kahawks trying to clinch the Southwestern Conference Championship for the second year in a row.
Going back to your plethora of stats, who was Collinsville's last 20-goal scorer? Do you know?
Oh.
Because I don't.
No, I don't.
Something to, there's some homework for the next match.
Yeah, we'll take a look at that. Huh? Well, see, Chris Geller, he's kind of multitask and look it up on his phone while he does the camera.
That a guy. Was Capitelli was he a high goal scorer for the K-Hawks 3 or 4 years ago?
He ever got to 20, though.
Okay, 20. I mean,
I know he had like 7 in 2 games. Might have been.
I have no idea.
Neither do I. All right, Collinsville trying to get the ball out of the defensive zone and create a little bit more offense for themselves here. And that ball is going to get past everyone as both Reiniger and Reinhardt were both going toward the ball at the same time, and then both of them stopped. And that ball went right between them and out of bounds. Last touched by Collinsville, so another Will Keck throw in here. And off of the head of Borm, and then off of the head of Bodie. And then Munoz gets bumped off the ball, but he stays with it for a moment, but it still finds Keck. Over to Ba. Ba, he has his progress disrupted. Here is Munoz. Munoz gets the ball to Crowder, and then back over toward Munoz, but Keck is the one who gets there first. And then Keck will lose that big, strong leg and send it all the way out. Trying to track it down is Peterson. He does a nice job shielding his would-be offensive player, and now that ball goes out.
That is a great job.
Yeah,
I do not know what the fans are all worried about. He's shielding the ball.
Yeah, you're allowed to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to turn into another goal kick restart here for Collinsville, and again handled by number 2, junior Dane Compton. Compton sends it back out to midfield. Over onto the far sideline, off of a head and off of the foot of Keck. Down it goes. And at midfield, sent by Bodie all the way down. Collinsville trying to track it down. That was almost...
Whoa, that's a pass back.
Yeah.
That is a pass back.
That's going to be a penalty kick here for Collinsville.
There's 100% a pass back.
So now, this is big.
Now here's the question. Okay, I was going to ask, where is he spotting it?
Yeah,
all right.
It's not going to be a PK, is
no.
it? It's going to be a free kick from right in front of the box. And the referee's going to make that wall back up a little bit. And I'm sure they're going to let Mahat take this one.
Does he have room to bend around the right side?
I don't know. That's
wall?
not a lot of room, is it?
Now, Chris has the better angle, if you ask me. This goalkeeper does not appear to be positioned correctly.
Yeah.
Wall should be covering this near post. What's left on that back post?
And Munoz is going to leave it for Mahat, and he pops one. It's down, and it doesn't get very far at all.
Did that get deflected?
I don't know if it got deflected or not. That was a weird play.
Well, so I think it's an indirect kick, which means it's two-touch. So that's why he dished it to Mahat, but I thought it looked like it might have got deflected.
Could be. I don't know. Here is Munoz. And another opportunity here. Chrisman's coming in. Oh, boy. And a shot toward the goal, but it's going to go wide. off of Garofalo. Boy, if he would have straightened that out, that would have been over the goalie's head and no doubter.
Yep. Wrong goal. Wrong. Yeah, a goal, not the goal.
It went into the backup goal. So another goal kick restart coming up here for Downen. 14 minutes and a couple of seconds left here in the second half.
Hugo Gonzalez has checked in on this right side. First minutes of the match tonight.
Okay. Out to midfield we go again. Off of the back of the head of one of the Belleville players, and then Bodie steps up, uses his head to keep it in the offensive zone for just a brief moment. Now the Lancers will come out with it, and Tanner Stinnett sends the ball up, and coming out is Nick Horace, and he'll grab that ball before Wilmer Argueta could get there to do any damage. Back out.
Great punt.
To midfield. Chrisman had that one rolled down his back and almost kept the ball going the right direction. Now it is going the right direction. Over on the far side, Chrisman trying to battle it away from Sinjin, and he does.
That's a great job.
And
didn't get the call, though.
Didn't get the call.
Nope. But good job by Gavin Chrisman. Force him to go backwards.
Off of the head of Crowder there. Collinsville trying to attack. They'll pop one right into the front of the box. It comes down, and the Kahawks couldn't get there in time to put a shot on goal. Now back out to midfield. Here is Keck, but he gets stopped by Crowder, and then Crowder pays for it.
Now we got the call.
Yeah.
So we're going to... Is this going to be a card? He's stopping the clock.
He stopped the clock, yeah.
So he gives advantage on the first call with Crowder going down, and then you get Garofalo pancaked, and that's going to be the call. Yep, yellow card.
Yellow card. And a free kick coming up here for Collinsville. This one's going to be from about 35 yards out. Looks like Mahat's going to take this one all by his lonesome. Munoz.
I think he's out of the match.
Yep, he's out, so just Mahat here.
Collinsville pushing Peterson up from that left back spot into the box on this ball, leaving Compton and Borm as your last two back. Who is he yelling? What?
I don't know. We got people yelling all over the place over on that.
Right, on that east side.
Yeah. Bob's like, make up your mind. Where do you want me? Clock starts back up. There's a little chip shot right in front off of Chrisman. He didn't know where it was after it hit him. And then it comes back out, and it'll be out of bounds over here on this near sideline. Another throw-in coming up here for the Kahawks.
Chrisman went for the flick. Unfortunately, he did have a defender right on his back side that was able to block that flick from getting any real momentum going towards the goal.
Why would you do that? Roll the ball to him right into the bench. Here's Chrisman with the throw-in. And it's a nice throw-in up front and headed out and blocked by Reiniger. And then Reiniger will use his head and put it back in, but we have a whistle, and that stops the play, and we'll give the ball back to the Lancers. Out to midfield it goes. Off of Mahat, heads over here to the sideline. Reiniger trying to stop it from going out of bounds, but that did not work out in his favor. And a throw-in coming up here from Caleb Reinhart. After one of the Lancers has to tie their shoes, that's just costing them time. Now Keck will come and throw it in. Keck, nice big throw and right in the front of the box, but there is
go to the ball.
Compton to head it back out. Off of the head of Gonzalez, and then it rolls all the way back. Compton will send it back out to midfield. Ba trying to settle it down. That wasn't Ba, that was Allen. Now back out to midfield once again.
Find some white, boys.
Comes down onto the foot of Reinhart. And Reiniger sends it. And now Chrisman. Chrisman will send it back over to Bodie. Bodie back out to midfield to Crowder. Crowder sidesteps a defender and sends it over to Peterson. Trey sends the ball up. Chrisman uses his chest to calm it down and trying to feed Garofalo.
Oh, come on, Landon.
Couldn't do it. And now it'll find Crowder. Crowder gets tripped up and stays on his feet. Over to Chrisman. Chrisman couldn't control the ball. Now he does. Sends it over to Reiniger. Reiniger over here on this right wing, trying to work his moves and get around his defender, and that ball is going to end up going across the end line, and it's going to be another corner kick for Collinsville, their 5th corner kick of this match.
Great defense by that left back. Just able to contain Adam Reiniger. Not able to let him get around him, get down the line. It's a good job.
We are just about into single digits on the game clock. 9 minutes and 50 seconds left to play here in the second half. This is when things start to get interesting. Corner kick coming up here. It's a corner pass and then out to Bodie. Bodie knocks a nice move and didn't get the connect all the way on that kick. And now Collinsville does. A save by Downen. A rebound. That one's pushed away as well. And
wow.
Belleville East survives.
That's the kind of saves that can give you momentum.
Yep. Compton back out from midfield. Sent right back. A little flick pass. Trying to find Stinnett.
Great
and
job.
Collinsville weathers the storm. Sends it back up toward midfield. And then Bodie back over this way. Sends it over to Borm. Borm. Sideline. Has Reiniger coming up the sideline. Tries to send it to him. Missed on the first attempt. Not on the second. Here is Reiniger again. He'll send it out to the middle part of the field for...
Who's he on?
Here we go.
Nope.
And a shot. And that one's going to roll in, and it's going to be a goal. Or is it? Offside.
He was off by
Yep.
a step or two. Yes, sir.
Yep. Had just enough juice to get across that goal line, but the flag man had his flag up.
I could not tell. It was close. Yeah, for sure.
Eight and a half minutes to go here in this second half. That ball is sent all the way down to Trey Peterson. Peterson waits for a little help and finds it, and the ball is sent back to Compton.
Ooh.
Compton almost had that ball stolen from him on some nice moves by Argueta. And then it's sent back out to midfield for Keck. Keck at the logo. Sends it upfield, but it's intercepted by Collinsville. Kahawks, they can get some numbers going the opposite direction, but that ball is picked off by Reinhardt. And then the Lancers will send it over to the other side of the field where Trey Peterson tries to settle it down, but Ba gets there first. And in front of the Lancers bench, Ba.
Ooh, did that hit Trey?
I guess so.
It must have.
We're going to give way to Will Keck to throw this ball in again. He'll do it from in front of his bench. As we approach 7.5 minutes left to play here in this second half. Keck. High throw. Makes it into the corner of the box. Comes down. And Collinsville gets it out of there. Peterson uses his head. Belleville East pushes it back in front of the box. Ball comes down. And then finally sent downfield. Nice job for Collinsville relieving that pressure. Chrisman tries to chase it down. He can't. And it's off of a Lancer player. And Chrisman wanted the guy to throw the ball to him. He's got the ball in his hand. Instead, the ball boy kicks the ball to him, and it almost goes over his head. Man, just do your job.
Throwing the ball.
Throwing the ball. Here's Chrisman's throw. And that's going to go right back out of bounds, and we'll do it all over again about 10 yards further upfield.
So there's nobody getting to these balls. And then Sammy Garofalo making a run. That's good.
Defense once again sends it on out. Rolls off a Ba. And then sent back the other way by Enriquez. At midfield, Crowder
Bang,
trying
Jimmy,
to
bang him.
Yeah, trying to fend off. Does a nice job there. And now the ball on the ground, player on the ground, and a free kick coming up here for Collinsville from midfield. Yeah, no rush. Let that time chew off that clock.
Right.
Peterson, man, he was up with that ball. He was ready. It looked like
he was ready to
looked
go.
like he was ready to throw it in from inbounds. Well, I'm going to stop the clock again. I don't know what. Why? What?
I don't know what just happened.
What? Okay. He did.
He did signal to stop the clock.
He did signal to stop the clock, and both of us stopped the clock, and then we kicked the ball. I'm not sure what in the world went on there. At any rate.
Cycle it, boys. Just
play some keep away. Here is
you're gonna have to go forward, Dane.
Compton with the ball. Gets it up to Bodie. Bodie sends the ball up to Munoz and over
right
to
on the
Reiniger.
line, Adam.
I'm telling you. Reiniger sends one into the corner of the box over on the far side off of a Lancer head. Still comes down. Collinsville trying to get themselves in proper shooting position, and that one's just a little too high.
I don't think Adam Reiniger knew he was that close to the line. I thought he was going to walk out of bounds with it.
Yeah. Coming up on 5 minutes to go here in the second half. Collinsville clinging to a 1-0 lead. Here is Downen. He'll send the ball out to midfield. Kahawks and Bodie shields off his forward. Still gets around it, though, and Bodie will come back on. He'll get pushed down from behind.
Oh, no.
Oh, he just let that one go. Referee just waved it off.
That was a foul.
That sure was. Here is Reiniger. He'll head the ball up to Munoz. Munoz back to Reiniger if they can get there, and Reiniger tried to and couldn't. Almost got the proper angle to get that ball back in bounds, but just couldn't quite get there. 4.5 minutes to go here in this second. Will Keck ready to throw it in again for Belleville East. Keck throws it upfield. Goes past everybody. Trying to chase it down here is Borm. And a ball that's going to be close to going across the line. That is across the line. It's going to be a goal kick restart. Woo! That was close.
That was.
I keep on missing up on time here.
I think the referee was giving Adam Reiniger a lecture, and he stopped the clock because I think he thought he kicked the ball far to waste time.
So, Dane Compton with another goal kick restart all the way back out to the midfield logo. Down it goes, and onto the foot of Bodie. Bodie will send it up past the initial part of the defense.
Trail.
Chrisman gets it.
Trail.
And trying to dribble his way around. He does so on the sideline. Oh, you should have stayed with it and just crossed it.
Or drop it back to Adam Reiniger.
Or that.
The trail.
Yeah. Throw in coming up here for Keck again. Keck, 3.5 minutes to go here in this second half. Keck throws it back out toward midfield. Reiniger off of his head, but right off of the back of the head of Stinnett, so that ball didn't go very far. Here is Reiniger again trying to track it down. He couldn't. Mahat does. Mahat sends it up to Munoz. Munoz crosses to the middle of the field and sends it back to the midfield circle where he was trying to find Crowder, but Belleville East took it, but Bodie got it back because that's what Bodie does. Here is Reiniger. Reiniger just outside the box. Oh, tried to pass it back to himself and get himself one of those left-footed shots, but he passed it too far. Munoz, he's got a chance, and he doesn't shoot it either. Back out to Bodie. Bodie will send it all the way over to the far side for Garofalo. Garofalo will send it back over to Peterson. Peterson will send it back out to midfield for Crowder. Collinsville doing a great job of chewing up time. Over here for Borm. 2.5 minutes to go here in this second half. Ball popped up. Keck, he takes care of it. Or excuse me, that's not Keck. That's Enriquez. Sometimes 8 looks like 9. Over on the far side again in front of the Lancers bench. Peterson stepped in front of that ball. Got it going back the other direction, but Belleville East, they'll take over, and they'll pop it right to the front of the box, but Crowder is there, or excuse me, Compton is there to send it back out. And now at midfield, Lancers take care of it. And they're coming into the box, and Nikki Horace comes out and covers that one up. 2 minutes to go here in this second half. Horace is going to take this kick himself this time. Right at the midfield logo once again. It goes over the two guys that were trying to go for it. Off of Chrisman's head. Forward progress for Collinsville. And then Chrisman gets called for a foul. We're down to the final 95 seconds left to go here in this second half.
Well, they're moving it up.
Free kick coming up here for Belleville East. They send it down range. Into the box it goes, and off of the back of the head of Tanner Stinnett and across the inline. Collinsville will have another goal kick restart here, and they'll take their time as that ball goes all the way back to the concession stand.
They're yelling at their own ball boy.
I know.
Poor kid.
I know. I was, giving him some crap earlier, but that's because he was not doing that. 1 minute to go here in this second half. At midfield, the ball comes down. Reiniger trying to get there. He can't. And what? Reiniger didn't do anything wrong. He was sitting there, and the guy tries to come in. That's Enriquez. Tries to go over the head and falls over Adam Reiniger, and they call Reiniger for a foul. Here is Keck with a free kick, 40 seconds to go. And that kick is going to go to the far side of the box. And then it comes down. Collinsville trying to get it out of there. Almost ricocheted off of the back of somebody.
It did.
And back in toward the goal, but there is Horace to cover it up.
Slow it down, Nicky.
And Nick can wait a little bit. He'll send the ball back out. And it'll come down. Keck will send it right back to where it goes. And trying to trace it down there is Peterson. Peterson over on the sideline. He gets taken down.
The foul.
And
Whoa.
now
he's going to point. No, he's going to point that way.
Oh, you got to be kidding me. Well, we're going to run out of time anyway.
Yeah.
3 seconds left. Oh, what? They stopped the clock with 1.2 seconds left? Now, that is not a substitution stoppage because they didn't substitute.
He's giving Mahat a yellow card, unsportsmanlike, standing in front of the ball.
I don't know what the world was going on there. So there's 1.2 seconds left. Here comes Downen all the way out of goal. He's going to be an extra attacker. And there's a free kick all the way on the other side. But the main referee is going out to midfield to talk to the coaches about something. So this isn't going to happen for a minute.
Loogie's getting a card.
Loogie's getting a card.
He's probably protesting the stoppage of the stoppage of the clock, clearly.
Yeah.
Watch this.
Here we go. 1.2 seconds. There's the kick. It's going to go high and out of bounds. And Collinsville wins it by a final score of 1-0. Southwestern Conference champions. Win number 100 for head coach Rob Loogie. Congratulations to the Collinsville Kahawks on back-to-back Southwestern Conference championships.
That's a great quality win for the Collinsville Kahawks. That Belleville East soccer team, they've been in it all season long. They've been on the Kahawks' backs the entire season in the conference. It's a great win. I hope we don't have to face them in the playoffs.
Yeah, that would be probably a sectional semifinal game if it was to be another meeting between these two teams. So, oh, wow, that was fun, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
All right, man. Hey, thanks again for being here. We'll see you Tuesday against O'Fallon.
Yes, sir.
All right, that is Brett Borm, and we are now making our transition into the post-game show brought to you by Cafe Agape in Collinsville, home of the Kahok Chicken Sandwich. Cafe Agape been doing their thing since 2012, offering catering and some of the best homemade food in the area. Give Cafe Agape a call at 345-CAFE. That is 618-345-2233. Post-game show comes your way next on the Kahawk Sports Network. Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, fish, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they still cater. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and much more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses as well as delicious sides. Cafe Agape in Collinsville is the only place to pick up a Kahawk sandwich or dog and the new Flamin' Kahawk sandwich. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road. Give them a call at 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. And don't forget to tell them Stewie sent you.
Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Brady Pest and Termite Management is your local pest control source. The Midwest offers its fair share of pest problems, and Brady Pest and Termite Management is up to the challenge. Whether it's pesky rodents in the cold winter months or ants, spiders, and other pests in the warm months, Brady Pest and Termite is your solution. And termites? Brady Pest is tops in the Metro East in termite management. Do you have unwanted pests? Then call the best. Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Call 343-1790 or on Facebook at Brady Pest and Termite. The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahawkSports.com and the Kahawk Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org.
Plumbing or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background-checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number one on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent customer service. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or on Facebook at All Pro Tees. Or call All Pro Tees at 344-2200.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff Companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family owned and operated, Petroff Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petroff Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petroff Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petroff Trucking Company. Check out their website, petrofftrucking.com, or give them a call, 618-797-6100. Petroff Trucking Company, shaping the metro area since 1975. Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, fish, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they still cater. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and much more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses as well as delicious sides. Cafe Agape in Collinsville is the only place to pick up a Kahawk sandwich or dog and the new Flamin' Kahawk sandwich. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road. Give them a call at 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. And don't forget to tell them Stewie sent you. And we welcome you back into the Cafe Agape post-game show here on the Kahawk Sports Network. Collinsville victorious here tonight, 1-0 over Belleville East, 15-2. Your Collinsville Kahawks are now, and they have won the Southwestern Conference Championship outright for the second year in a row. And in the process, they pick up win number 100 for their head coach, Rob Lugge. And joining us now is assistant coach Jake Koenig. Man, that was kind of nerve-wracking. I don't know about you, but, man, when you have a 1-0 game like that and you're in those final 10 minutes, it's like I'm playing and I'm wore out.
Right, yeah, especially with Belleville East, another good program. So, to come in here in their house and to stick it out and grind it out with that victory feels good. Feels good to win conference.
Yeah, it always feels good to win conference, man, because it's a tough conference to win.
Oh, absolutely.
Talk to me about the Adam Reiniger goal. What did you see from your end?
Yeah, absolutely. Just a bang-bang play by him. Typical Adam Reiniger. Great finish. Not much else to say about it. honestly, I'm so caught up in the game. I
know.
don't even remember what happened.
I know, man. Well, Braden Borum got his first assist on the year, so he'll be on the score sheet next time I print one of those out. And how about Nick Horace in goal, man? He gets his 6th shutout.
Absolutely. He's been so good for us this year. For not really playing goalie his whole life, he's been absolutely incredible. And we give credit to him all the time for coming up big for us constantly. So love having him. Can't wait to have him next year. It's going to be great.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. All right, and you guys got a date at O'Fallon on Tuesday. We'll be there for that one. Another tough matchup, man.
Absolutely, and from what I heard, they were pretty successful against Alton tonight in their win. So it'll be a good game going back to my hometown. Coaching against them will be a good time for sure.
Yeah, and then after that, you got a Thursday game a week from tonight, and that's the end of the regular season. Playoff time.
Yep, playoff time.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, man. We'll go down there and enjoy it with all the rest of the guys. Thanks a lot.
Yep,
Appreciate
thanks,
it.
Todd.
All right. That is Jake Koenig, one of the assistant coaches here for your Collinsville Kahok soccer team. They're victorious here tonight, 1-0, and are Southwestern Conference champions once again. All right, that is going to do it for us. Big thank you to Coach Lukey joining us in the pregame show. Thank again to Mr. Koenig there for joining us in the postgame show. A big thank you to Chris Kettler on the camera and Mr. Borm on the other microphone. And we'll be back at you tomorrow. Road trip number 3 of the week. We're driving all the way out to Mount Zion, just south of the Decatur area. And we'll bring you the week number 7 football game between your Collinsville Kahawks and the Braves of Mount Zion. 6:40 is pregame time. Kickoff is set for 7 o'clock. So until tomorrow, my name is Todd Duke. Everybody enjoy the rest of your evening.